Hey guys, welcome to another video. I've just picked up a 1980s tape deck. In this video we're going to clean and demagnetize the heads. Alright, this is our Hitachi tape deck that I've just picked up. Now this is a D-E3 model. Now just looking online, Hitachi released this model back in 1983. This is a 2-head cassette deck. So you have the play record head just down the middle there, and just on your left you've got the erase head. Now I'm not too sure on the service history on this unit, but I thought it would be a good time just to clean and demagnetize the heads before I use this tape deck. Okay, well, we'll get some equipment together and we'll make a start. Now the first thing on the list is cotton buds. Next up is glass cleaner. Now if you have one, a demagnetizer. And lastly we're going to need some methylated spirits. Or you can use isopropyl alcohol. And if you have a small jar, that's also handy too. Now basically this is everything that we're going to need for carrying out the maintenance on our cassette deck. You can either use methylated spirits or isopropyl alcohol to clean the head on your cassette deck. I've used both products and I haven't had a problem with either of the two. However, just reading online, people have stated that methylated spirits can leave a residue on the head. I'm not too sure on that one. I haven't noticed any difference in sound quality, so I guess that could be debatable. Another thing to note is the alcohol concentration. If you're purchasing isopropyl alcohol, the higher the concentration, the less likely that it'll leave residue on the head. So in this video the concentration that I'm using is 100%. Also got some glass cleaner here that'll be used to clean the rollers in the cassette deck. Cotton buds to apply the cleaner to the components. Now if you do have a demagnetizer, they're always handy to use when you're carrying out maintenance on your cassette deck. Now just checking over at the maintenance section of my manual, it states that you can use either alcohol or methylated spirit to clean the head on the cassette deck. Okay, well we'll make a start and we'll start the cleaning process. In this video I'm going to use the isopropyl alcohol to clean the heads in this cassette deck. Now if we take a look inside and have a look at what we're going to be cleaning. So we'll be cleaning the erase and play record head with the isopropyl alcohol. This capstan here and the roller will be using glass cleaner. Now you may notice just down the very bottom of the tape deck, just on the bottom of the chassis, we've got a bit of dust down here. I'm just going to give that a quick clean up first, and then we can start cleaning the other componentry. Now we're just going to take a small quantity of the alcohol and just pop it into this jar here. So we'll use that for our cleaning. Now I'm just going to start off by cleaning the bottom of the tape deck. We're just going to leave the heads and roller and capstan just for now. Just going to get that dust that's collected down the bottom of the unit itself. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of dirt that's just collected at the bottom of the tape deck. Now we're going to make a start and clean the heads in the unit. Now I've got two different kinds of cotton bud. This cotton bud, you can see at the tip, the cotton actually pulls away from the tip of the cotton bud. So just be aware when you're cleaning the head, if you are using one of these types of cotton buds, that you don't leave remnants of cotton on the head just after you've cleaned it. Now this cotton bud over here is a little bit more tightly packed, so I'm going to start off by using this one and just see how it goes. Just another thing to note, as I'm dipping my cotton bud in this jar of alcohol here, pays just to give it a bit of a squeeze out just on the side of the jar, just so you're not flooding the head with alcohol. Now I'm just going to start off by cleaning this erase head. Now as I'm going, I'm just twirling the cotton bud around, and you can already see there that it's picking up dirt on the end of that cotton bud. So I'm just going to grab a new cotton bud, and the same again, just dip it into the alcohol, and we'll just move back to that erase head. Is looking, and that's pretty good. Now we're going to move to the middle head here. Now that's the playback record head. Now if you're wondering why residue is built up on these heads, what happens is as the tape passes over the heads, the tape itself will shred some oxide, therefore you get a bit of a build up of that residue on the heads. So as a result of that build-up, it just leads to loss of sound quality. Okay, we'll make a start on that playback record head. We'll just see how dirty that actually is. And you can actually see just by looking at that tip that it's actually quite dirty. So I'm just going to grab another cotton bud and we'll just work away at that one. Still a lot of dirt coming off that. Right, I think we're pretty much there with that play record head. Now we'll just take a fresh cotton bud and we'll just double check. Yep, and that's looking pretty good to me. Now we'll move on to the capstan and roller. Next we'll be using our glass cleaner, and if you have a little container or a little cup that you can just squirt some of the glass cleaner into, this is what we'll be using to clean the capstan and the roller. That should be enough. Now if we take a look down here, that's the capstan just there, and just below that is the roller. Now in this unit the capstan is pretty easy to clean. If we just power the unit on, you can see that the capstan is actually spinning. So what we'll do is we'll take our window cleaner, we'll just dip our cotton bud in it, and we can just hold our cotton bud on there as it's rotating. So there's a little bit of dirt coming off there, as you can see. Right, so that's looking clean to me. Now we can move on to the roller. Now with some tape players, with the door open, you can just hit play and the roller will engage with the capstan. However, if you can't do this, you'll need to manually rotate the roller to clean. In this case, I can just hit play and the roller has engaged with the capstan there. So what I'm going to do now is just clean that roller. Now again, I'm just using window cleaner, and I'm just going to have my cotton bud just touching the roller as it rotates. And you can see a bit of dirt coming off that roller. Now if you're wondering why I'm using window cleaner on the roller, if you're using the isopropyl alcohol, it's possible that that product can break the rubber down. So it's best just to use something that's not so harsh on rubber. So we've still got quite a lot of dirt coming off that roller. that's basically it on this one. You can see there's no residue coming off this roller now. Now before finishing up here, I'm just going to give the heads one last go over, just in case any dirt's fallen onto them just when I was cleaning the roller there. Cool, that's all done. Now that the heads and the tape deck are clean, it's time to move on to using the demagnetizer to demagnetize the heads and the tape deck. The demagnetizing tool is designed to remove the magnetic buildup that's accumulated on metallic components as a result of playing cassette tapes. Now this magnetic buildup can lead to poor sound quality. Now these are the instructions for the demagnetizer. Now you'll notice that it says place the demagnetizer tip against the tape head, and you move the tip over the entire surface of the head for about 1 second. Now although this has a rubber protective sleeve on the demagnetizer, what I like to do is just keep a bit of a gap between the demagnetizer and the head on the cassette deck, just so that it lessens the chance of scratching the head. Okay, well we'll make a start and I'll show you how this works. Right, so the first thing you want to do is just unplug the tape player from the power. Now if you've got any cassette tapes or media in your work area that can get wiped by the demagnetizer, it's best just to move those away from your work area. Just another tip, you want to turn this on and off away from the head on your tape deck. That way you'll minimize the chance of magnetizing it. And then just move in slowly, and I'm just going to start on the left here. And just remember, I'm not touching the heads directly with the tool, I'm just hovering over the top of them. And then we'll just move to the left again. Once you've finished, slowly pull away from your cassette deck and turn the demagnetizer off at the wall.
Perfect.
Well, that brings us to an end of another video. We've successfully cleaned and demagnetized the heads on a cassette deck. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.